So today we're going to complete lab exercise squared function. We're going to write a function that takes any number and return its square. So example, we're going to create a function that multiplies a number by itself. We're going to write some code that asks the user for a number, and we're going to call the function and display its result. Okay. So first thing that we want to do, we want to start by defining our function. So we're going to use the def keyword, def. We're going to create a function called square number. Okay. Our square number function is going to accept two parameters. Sorry, we only need one parameter because we're going to multiply that one number by itself. Okay, so we're going to create a parameter called num. And inside of our function, we just want to return num times num. Okay, we want to return num times num. We don't want to use our print statement because we want our square function to actually have a data type, or we want to actually link or lock a value inside of this function, right? The print function, the print statement doesn't do that. And keep in mind that the return keyword, anything that comes after it, it's not going to be reached by our function. And so my IDE is smart enough to know that when I hit the enter key, it's going to take me outside of my function. Okay? Anything that comes after the return keyword again inside of a function, it's not reached. So if you're going to use the return keyword, that should be the very last thing that you do. Okay? And so I am going to say print, right? Because we want to output that square number. And we're going to say square number. We don't want to hard code a value, but we could do it just to demonstrate. So if I inserted 8, it's going to return 64. Right? If I do 9, it should return 81. Right? So it's squaring my numbers. Now, what we actually want to do is ask the user for a number, and we want to square whatever number the user inputted. Right? So I'm going to create a variable called user input. Okay. We're going to typecast this input. We're going to typecast it. We don't want to return a string. We want to return an integer. So we're going to say what number to be squared. Or we're going to just say number to be squared. Okay, so we're going to request that they enter a number to be squared. Now, instead of using 9, I actually want to use that user input variable. Okay, so when I run my program, it's going to request that I enter a number to be squared. Let's go with 10. It should give me 100. Great. How about 7? Should give me 49. Nice. So yeah, that is lab exercise squared function.